What up? What up? It's Mega Mills, ex Mega Mills. So, this is part of my series on the dark side of spirituality and whatever I feel like talking about. I'm churning them out. Because I'm going to be eventually putting them on a podcast and so forth and on my website once I'm done. And I'm actually kind of like on vacation, so I'm enjoying doing this stuff. So I'm trying to give people a chance to show up. Either way, you can always come on my page and check out my videos and share them. And I just want to give guys a precaution about this New Age movement, about just giving you some game and some insight, because even in the Bible, it talks about that we don't just wrestle with flesh and blood. We are wrestling, there's a battle against in the spiritual world, things that we can't see. Now, some people are a lot more sensitive than others. And let me put this on the dark side. Yeah, we're going to put this on black and white because the dark side. Yes, the dark side. Like it. So anyway, so we're not just, there is a war going on. It's just not human. It's in the spiritual world. Actually, the spiritual world is actually dictating what's going on earth. So, it's really deep. People in the occult says as above, so below. And in the Bible, it says on earth as in heaven. So, Satan uses everything that's in the Bible and just basically flips it, okay? But so basically what you say on this earth, it goes into the spirit world, and it can come back, whatever you want, whatever you say, positively or negative. If you curse someone, it's basically putting it out into the spiritual world, and you will see it manifested on this earth. That's why the hardest part for us, those who are not into magic, those of us who are not into spirituality, have no idea what's going on, and that's why we can be influenced. And those who know the game are influencing people that are blind, or they just don't understand. They think it's a book. They think it's all BS. The spirituality is BS. Well, I'm telling you, it's not BS. It's real. And anyway, so the title was basically about the dangers of fetishes, the dangers of things. So basically, sorcery is basically dealing with fetishes. So sorcerers, they deal with herbs, they deal with talismans, and crystals, really. And so what happens is, with these crystals and these amulets and talismans, they sync it with demonic spirits, and they call it energy, but it's a spirit that they're putting in. If you go online, people are looking for a crystal that has synced, a demon that's synced into it. The problem with that is, someone could be giving you a gift, somebody could be giving you a crystal, and that crystal, painting, anything can have a demon sink into that, and it's in your house, and you wonder why your life is terrible. Why you're involved with a man, or you're involved with a woman, and they give you a gift, they bring it into your house. Next you know, you're hopelessly in love, and you feel bound to this person. Okay, you have to be very careful what gifts you're receiving from people. Hey, Courtney, you have to be very careful what you accept into your life. So if you're involved with someone and they give you a gift, a crystal or something like that, they give you a talisman or something like that and tell you it means good luck or something like that, I don't care what the hell's on that talisman. You may want to be careful, because people are looking to influence you, and you never know. The good witches, the good sorcerers, a lot of them, they call themselves healers. They're just witches, okay? And without going into too much detail, let's just say that some people have probably already put a curse on you or binded you towards them to influence you to do what they want to do. That's the whole thing of magic and witchcraft, is influencing. It is domination. And most people in these circles, they're very dominating. They try to intimidate you to do what they want, and that's what they feed off, as your fear. So one, like I said, you got to be careful with your hair and your underwear, and any of your belongings. You want to be careful. If you're involved with someone, you want to be careful about your blood, your anything, spit, vaginal liquids. You need to be careful with that, because people use that in their spell work, okay? Another thing to be concerned with is, like I said, hair, nails, your underwear. And if they're giving you gifts, don't be very careful what gifts you allow in your house from people, especially maybe a woman at your job gives you a gift, leaves it on your desk. Be very careful about that, because sometimes people are doing things to influence you. And if you don't have a bedrock, if you don't believe in spiritual warfare, if you don't have a strong prayer life, you will be influenced. So that's the main thing I want you to understand. I'm not saying that Satan is stronger than God. God is stronger than Satan. However, if your prayer life is not good, if you're dabbling, and you're, we'll say sinful, fractured, broken, and you're not healing, and you're allowing these influences in your life, you're giving these people legal right to have influence over your life. And as you know, bad things happen to good people all the time because ignorance. Even in the Bible they talk about ignorance. People fall because of ignorance. So I want to give you a heads up that you're going to see a lot more things going on, because people are getting into the new age and they're getting to law of attraction, all this stuff. And really what they're doing is they're chanting and they're doing affirmations, which is basically spell work, is influence. So they're saying they're chanting law of attraction. All they want is wealth, 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 right? They don't, in the spiritual world, they're saying all they want is wealth. They don't care where it comes from. And they don't want to know where it comes from. They're chanting, and there are different spirits out there that will come into their life because of that chanting. And it's not God. It's not of God, So I think I clarified that. Just to finish what I was saying was the fetishes. Be careful about gifts that people give you. Necklaces, talismans. Be careful about your hair, your nails. And be careful who feeds you as well. That's another thing. You would just want to be very cautious, because we live in a world now. I have to be very careful what I say, because I just want to be careful. I'm just giving you enough information so that if you're a praying person, that you start praying God to protect you, and to give you discernment against people who are looking to influence you for whatever reasons. Be very careful not to be too tempted with greed, because greed is going to lead people who they'll give you money and they'll give you gifts. But imagine a person giving you a nice gold necklace, but you don't know that they took that necklace and sink the demon in it to keep you binded to them. Okay? It happens. It happens more than you think. All right, so just be very careful, be mindful, be prayerful, and ask for discernment regarding new friends and new lovers in your life. Okay, because you can be bounded to these people, and you're maybe inviting dark spirits and entities into your life. There is hope, though. I mean, I would go to this website. It's called hardcorechristianity.com. They also have videos online, so they talk about deliverance from evil spirits. I mean, I'm from Africa. My family's from Africa. My bloodline's from Africa, and some Native Americans. So, yeah, it's big time over there, and it's big time over here too, with the herbs and all that stuff. And so, what I'm saying to you is, trust and believe. You need to guard and protect your mind from being influenced from wicked people out there. Okay, if you're not on the side of God, if you don't have protection from God, then you are open. You're open to be mentally bonded, enslaved. So you have to ask God for discernment. So go to this website. I think it's Hardcore Christianity. I like it. On YouTube, he has videos about the Kundalini spirits. He has other videos as well. And also, you can continue to watch my videos and share them as well. I'm not going to always talk about the dark side, because we don't want to glorify the dark side. But we don't want to go in this world unprotected. Okay? Anyway, thank you so much for visiting. Thank you, Courtney. We don't want to go in this world unprotected. We have to guard and protect ourselves. Because if you're not, protected, you're going to be a slave. Okay, that's really what it boils down to. Do not be a slave. And Jesus came on the earth to set the captives free from the fallen spirits, the fallen demons that came on this planet to enslave us all. So those on the dark side, they're on the side of darkness. They're using spirits and demons to enslave other people. And so I just want you guys to know that this is not a game. This is serious. If you have been tormented your whole life, you have a nightmare, you're grinding your teeth at night, it's most likely you do have some kind of spiritual influence in your life, or I would say demons. It might even possibly be generational curses. Someone, your mother or father or great grandparent, someone got involved with witchcraft, or they got involved with sleeping with somebody's man. Open up all kind of gateways. It could be in you. Someone you slept with may have they call it spiritually transmitted demons. Okay, so just basically understand that I'm talking about hardcore spiritual warfare. Of course, I'm the Yoni advocate, and which means I'm not really pushing. I'm really pushing woman empowerment and learning to become whole and healing and being our sacred selves. But I also want to give you peep game to know that these are dark times, and it's time for you to suit up and boot up and take yourself seriously, because that's all I can say right now. I'm going to leave it up to your imagination. All right, guys, thank you so much for visiting. Hi, Terry. Hey, Cammie. And share. And I like to see your commentary. And as always, inbox me, X Mega, if you want me to make a video. Okay? Bye. Take care.